Take rolling.
Try again.
It's rolling.
Oh, it's rolling. Okay, feed two's over with. Everybody, welcome to Absolute Sound again. Welcome to Absolute Sound here with John.
There you go.
Trevor. Angela-Gilbert behind the camera. Say hi.
Hello.
Myself, Mike from Absolute Sound. And everybody has seen the videos on 301. There's another one. We've modified a few. They're all sold. They're selling off very often for beginners.
Hey, last time was 801. We never showed a 301.
I know. 301's the baby. It's a $599 retail receiver. We do a $300 mod to it, $310 mod to it. And we improve the capacitance energy direct to the output transistors in support of electrical energy as the music is playing, because as you know, we're not playing a light, we're playing music and it's pulsing, and we need reserves to fill in the holes of music if the amplifier stresses. It also makes the capacitor ripple a lot less, and the energy will eliminate a lot of left or right distortions or contaminations back and forth like a pool does, a pool of energy. So anyway, today we have AG brought us down this huge 63 volt device. It's a double box. There's tons of capacitance in here and a soft start circuit designed with some film and regular caps in a mix over 20 or 30 years, where she's picked the ones that would support the overall goal best suited. And they go inside this. We've actually hooked up a device that we attach to the direct current voltage rails inside this amplifier, so we can put, when we start in here, it's about 6 times the energy, and I think this is around 6D times the energy now. So this is about a $1,700 piece, and all our high-end products, big amplifiers, this one's going on a Name Audio NAP 250, it makes a big difference on them. This being only a $599 piece, we wanted to hook it up to see if the dart that Angela-Gilbert threw made sense, which means not spend too much on it and not push the needle of performance farther, and not spend too little on it where we didn't get maximum benefit for the effort we're making. So this shows us so much energy, we would never really spend that on this. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's 3 times the price and more of this unit. So John, Trev, we're going to listen to this thing, see what it's like, try to explain to the people on video what we hear when we hook up, as it is right now, with tons of energy versus just 6 times energy. And we'll get a little banter on it, explain it to people. So here we go. Start this song over. I got this cheesy microphone on. Hopefully you folks can hear at home. It's hard, but I'm going to come back with the boys. You still see? And I want to show the folks at home something else. Oh, I can see my dB meter. dB. Average dB at the bottom here. Now we're going to go put in the FCF. Do it again.
Sometime I'm right, sometime I'm wrong, baby.
Okay.
Just an instant.
You've noticed it instantly, Trevor? Yeah, okay. John, you too?
There's definitely what seemed like an increase in volume.
Look at this, folks. No change in average peak. Would you gentlemen say it sounds louder?
Sounds louder, fuller.
Yeah.
It's got flavor.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm showing people at home. I mean, I'm speaking right now, but the average decibel on this, when I changed that to more energy, didn't change, but it appears louder. That's basically direct current energy pressure. We're not changing the volume, we're changing the density of the energy inside of it. It does sound better from here even.
It does. bass is for.
my baby.
The little notes like the rim shots on the snare, like I'm hearing that coming from like around and behind my ears, and I'm only in front of like I'm quite a ways away from left speaker,
Right.
and I'm getting completely immersed. Like it's like I'm almost like I'm there.
Like a holography image or a much better, more lifelike musical image, not like a stereo image.
Very much.
My opinion is coming from someone completely new in the hi-fi world, just very
Sure.
passionate about music. I listen to all kinds of music.
Excellent.
And, like this isn't. It's very submersive. Like it's not like anything really else that I've
It's
heard.
my problem, baby, too.
I mean, it should point out too that they're tiny little speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing it on $399 a pair ELACs.
Making all that noise, it's beautiful.
Nothing is where it shouldn't be either. It's like you're literally there, and the sound guy perfectly mixed it for the room you're in, and everything is full, like so full. All the little notes, the fingers on the strings, it's all around you.
I'm right.
It just feels energized.
Good. I'm gonna go back and pull it out, and we'll sort of try to explain to people what it's like without it. There. Now it's gone.
I mean, it still sounds good.
Yeah, it still has the original 6x mod.
It still sounds great, but when I was trying to explain myself earlier, you kind of found the words for me. It doesn't have the 360 anymore. Like it does.
It's lost. It's lost some of the realism or life.
Yeah. It just sounds like It went from completely sounding like I was in like a perfect mixed scenario, like a concert, to just hearing like a really good piece of equipment. Still sounds great. But
It does.
It
It
doesn't
really
have
does.
that dynamic. Like
Yeah. So, and what we were talking about, John and Trev, with Gilbert, the 1750 mod that's on the left that we're adding to this is an awful big price to pay. And I believe we've moved the needle. It's easy to hear, but would I spend that on a $599 receiver that's already been modded to this quality sound? No. When I play this 301 without the internal mod, that little 310 mod, $310, I'm still, it's the non-modded at all sounds awful in comparison. Just in comparison, it doesn't sound awful.
Yeah.
But the 301 sounds amazing, and when we add it to it, we're moving maybe like, it's hard to sort of quantify how important that is to somebody. Some people would listen and go, yeah, that's worth every penny. And others would say, oh, it's like 10, 20%. So that's why we look at it, and it's really good that after 30 years, Gilbert knows what to pick to put in there.
I like that you brought up the speakers too, because like getting back on the topic that this modded amp does sound phenomenal. It would sound better right now on better speakers, but with that added to it, it sounded like it was
We
hooked
had
up to
better
way
speakers. That's correct.
Oh, yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And that is a good point. And AG, and you've said this to me before, Angela, that speakers really are all made to be flat, so by definition they're supposed to all sound the same. I mean, they are different. We all know some better speakers, worse speakers, but they follow a note pattern that's only given by electronics. A sine wave, the in-out stroke of a woofer, can only be given to you by the electronics. So they're not like guitars or pianos where they've been tuned to the note of F or G, and they don't have, we can't do things with them to make them sing because we're not physically moving them. We're simply moving a piston and a stroke out, back, out, back. That's all it does. So when you change the electrical energy, you move the needle farther. There are speakers that are bassier and maybe more linear in the way they stroke. They sound a little bit more, let's say, sparkle or deep rolled out bass, or a little less resonance from cabinets and things of that nature. But what really moves electronics truly to the musical truth is the electrical signal. So we'll go back one more time, and I hope everybody enjoyed this. And I think it proves to me, Angela, that you pick extremely well, and you take it second granted. You looked at this topology circuit, picked out its pluses and minuses, and nailed this thing. You gave it 90% of the benefit for very little money, which is the goal, after all, to help people for the least amount of money. Anybody can throw money at it. Here it is again.
That's why I can't be right.
misunderstood. It's in the hands of my love, and my love does it good. Whoa, 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 whoa. My love does it good. And when the cupboard's bare,
It's now unhooked. This is without.
something there with my love.
Just you lost a little thrill is all.
Sounds.
A little thrill.
Yep, it narrowed. The soundstage narrowed.
And again, like before you unplug it, I had my eyes closed for most of it. It was like I was in front of my tower speakers at home.
Good.
You unplug it, it still sounds great, but now I feel like
Yeah.
it's here now
No, I agree.
instead of here.
Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed that.
Sound a lot bigger.
Yeah,
Right.
great.
Sounds like a giant pair of towers, and that's really good. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. It helps people get a handle on what it is we're doing, because certainly that $300 isn't something we're doing for profit. We're doing it to help people.
Well, the good thing too
And
is
for a gift of hi-fi.
if you're
Which
like
thank
me-
you, AG, for that gift of hi-fi.
if you're like me, I'm younger and the things are expensive, and I have a child. I'm slowly putting money away to build up. So like to get something, once you finally get to the point where you get the money for something like this, or to get it to sound like that, you don't have to go crazy on speakers right away. You can just get some good speakers, and drive the hell out of them with this, and sound great.
That's what that's a great point. And then people got to know that stores have to make money, and they have to move boxes, and they have to have big profits and larger sales, but you really don't have to do that. You can go to Goodwill or a friend's place and get some used speakers that are decent and solid, just basic two-way speakers, a nice little receiver, and have a wonderful world of hi-fi for years.
And I'm not even trying to like pump this up.
No,
like,
no.
a little bit. Like,
Well, we can't produce it anyway.
It's genuinely an exciting sound. Like it's genuinely, like it's got me fired. Like as someone passionate about music but knows nothing about this, I'm fired up. Like this is great sound.
Yeah, you're enjoying the musicality. That's wonderful. And that's what people should know. And we're not doing it to sell anything, because we can't. You're one pair of hands. I don't know how many you can do a week, but right now it's about 3-4 on your. Struggling with all the other builds to do that.
Yeah, and right now I'm holding the camera, so I can't do it.
Yeah, it's true. There's no way you can build a darn thing back there. And when you go and do them, we appreciate the ones that you do, and we'll send out a few, when we can. They're for beginners that want that value, and I wish there were more of you out there so we could do hundreds of them to help people. But thanks for coming and watching, and you guys, I hope you picked up something from it for your stereo or understand more of what we do. Cheers. Bye.